It's kind of like your
Let's do it.
tutorial, breaking everything down for you.
Cool.
So it's just like Minecraft. You just punch the ground, you get a couple things, and then you just get a bunch of those and make whatever it tells you to make.
All right. Yeah. Ooh, craft a bedroll. Okay. Yeah, I remember doing that. I remember. I think I probably went through the first. I want to say the first 5 or 6 different little steps.
Mm.
But I can't really remember what they were. But I do remember making the bedroll here. W. Okay. The controls are a little different than Minecraft,
A
but
little bit, yeah,
I'll get used to it there. Oh, you can shift click. That's nice.
yeah. It took me so long when I first played this game to actually like understand the controls because at that point, me and Casey, who I've had on the show before, we had been heavily into the Minecraft scene, so we were playing like a ton of that, and so we jumped into this, and we were like, why can't we open our inventories? Like, what's going on? We were just pressing E, and in this game, that's like how you use, how you search, how you pick up, like all that. So
Right.
we were just walking around trying to pick things up, like grabbing the air, like why can't we do this?
Oh yeah. Oh, gosh. But some of those days though, like I don't know, the beginning, like learning like the ropes of a video game is always one of the most fun things I think.
Yeah,
Something I wish I could always go back to, like that experience of playing a game for the first time. Like,
oh yeah.
'cause I know people say it can be tough to be starting off, but like looking back after you've been playing a game for so long, looking back to when you first started, that like excitement feeling is always super fun.
What's so like with that kind of conversation, what's that game that for you? Like if you could go back and play a game for the first time again, what is it?
Gosh, I don't know. Probably Minecraft definitely comes to mind for one of them. Um, GTA 5, which I would probably say is my all-time favorite game, um, or Call of Duty Black Ops. Those are the first games that I would like. Some of my first games on my PS3 that I had back in the
Okay.
day, and that was, oh my gosh, that was so fun.
Those are
I
some
miss those
pretty
games.
seriously good choices.
Yeah, what would you say yours would be?
Honestly, it it would probably be um Halo Reach, just
Oh
because that
yeah,
was like one of like the first shooters that I got into.
for sure.
Um or um what else? I don't know. Probably
Gotcha.
Minecraft as well. That's usually just a good one. But then also this because like I mean we were talking before we started recording is like the the first time I was playing this I was playing with Casey. And so we had gotten like a world started and we were playing for hours upon hours and just having a really good time. And just to
Right.
go back and do that again would just be a blast come true.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hello.
He's still up.
Did not like that. Okay. Yeah. No, this game for sure though, because it was like I kind of had an idea of what to expect just from experiences with Minecraft, but
Yeah,
there's like the whole survival aspect of it is was super new to me, and I really like that a lot.
yeah.
Um,
It's definitely amped up the survival aspect of it where it's like, hey, you will die.
yeah, oh yeah. I remember the time when I first began to play, I died several times in like the big like town and city areas because I truth be told I didn't really know what to expect. I knew there'd be a lot of zombies in there,
Oh yeah.
but like I didn't know like the zombies that we just now killed. Those are the only ones I really had ever
Oh
like
yeah. Those
experienced.
areas do not hold back.
Yeah, I didn't know that there'd be all different types of zombies. I got killed by a cop zombie that blew up. I was like, all
Oh
right.
man, yeah.
I was like, didn't
Those
expect that,
were
but
yeah, those were something I'd never expected. And I started playing after or no, I think before they added those in. And man, it was such a shock. Like they just came up, and then it was one of those things where it was like, if you don't deal enough damage to it, it will like run up to you and explode, kind of like a boomer in Left 4 Dead.
yeah,
And so it was like you had to really nail it home, or else you were gone.
right.
And man, he just took my health from like 100 to 30.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I remember being like barricaded in a room, in, like on top of like there was like a tall building in the city, and I was getting swarmed by zombies, and I opened
Yeah.
the door because we were gonna try and make a break for it. But that's when we first saw the cop, and it just exploded and killed us both. And I was like, "Oh my god, what was that?"
Just no.
Yeah. And one thing that I did like about this game is it showed where you died. That's
Yes,
super
that is
helpful.
super helpful. Yeah.
Like it's in Minecraft, if you die, then unless you have a mod, then you're not gonna be able to, unless you're not gonna be able to see like physically where you're gonna have to remember where to go.
hmm Unless you have a mod or you died really close to where, or you spawned really close to where you died, you are not getting your stuff back.
Right? Yeah. Like you gotta really hunt out, go out and hunt for it.
Yep. Man, I love that. Like sometimes I love those aspects of games where it's like you lost your stuff and we will give you the ability to find it, or we just hand you like the bare bones of yeah, you should know where you died.
Yeah. I'm
Go. And it's like
like,
I can't.
exactly. Yeah. And I'm like, this is gonna be so hard to go back and find it. uh,
It makes dying hurt so much more because it's like I just lost everything. Oh,
I know, right? Oh my gosh. Let's see.
good.
I am gonna turn. I'm gonna turn a couple of things down real quick on here.
Sure.
Just a couple of settings to kind of help it run a little smoother.
All right.
Okay. For the most part, it seems to be running pretty nicely.
Let's see. Okay. I'm going to actually open my menu and send you a party slash ally thing, so that way we can see each other's locations, and
Oh,
so
nice.
that way we can't accidentally deal what's it called? Friendly fire.
Oh, okay. Even better.
So that'll be
Um,
helpful.
is there anything? Do I have to go to my menu for it?
Yeah. So if you open up your menu and you go like to the top bar with all the icons,
Yeah.
you should be able to go all the way to the right, and it'll say players,
Players.
and then you'll just click on that, and they'll be like should be envelopes. There we go.
Cool. Yeah,
Perfect.
I'm quite the noob about this stuff. Like I didn't like I know there's like a bunch of like upgrades and stuff you can get. Um, I see all these different quests. Basically, whenever I played, I just always was just like, I'm just gonna kind of run around, see what I find, and
Yep.
pick up that stuff.
That's the name of the game for this for the most part. Like early on, it's just run around, see what you can get, and then
Yeah.
later on is when it gets to all right, how many electric fences can I put up?
Right. Yeah.
It
I
gets
know.
wild.
I'm excited to build more like elaborate bases or build up
Yeah.
on bases or like houses and stuff. You said normally when you play, um, you kind of like to build like find an existing structure and like fortify it a little bit.
Yeah, that's usually my go-to. Is that like I'll find a like a house or something that's been abandoned. I'll loot it, clear it, and then I'll set up shop just so that way I have a place to dump all my supplies and everything like that, and then I'll fortify it up and you know wait for death to try me.
Right. What was that you
But
just fell? Oh.
all right, I actually want to ask you a question.
Where's that? Yeah,
Um, because I'm still, I'm trying to get back into the groove of the podcast.
for sure.
Um, so we talked about your YouTube channel and how you are a multiplayer gamer.
Yeah.
You are a gamer OG. Um, okay, so this is actually going to be a double-sided question.
All right.
How old were you when you started gaming, if you can remember?
Um.
And do you remember what your first game was?
Oh, I do. I was in the second grade. I got a PlayStation 2. Um,
Solid.
and I don't think it was the first video game. I can't quite remember if it was the first video game I ever played. I don't think it was the first one I ever played. But the first game I ever owned was Lego Star Wars.
Oh yeah!
So
What a start!
the original Lego Star Wars Lego game. And I remember
Holy
playing
cow!
that game religiously. 'Cause I was, even back then, I was still as much of a Star Wars fan as I am now, if not more.
As is the way.
Yeah, right. This is the way, baby.
This
Can't
is the
wait for
way,
Andor.
baby.
Um,
Um.
and
So
Mando
actually,
season 3.
Oh, absolutely. Those things are going to be phenomenal, and we will talk about those soon because you're my Star Wars go-to.
Sweet.
Um, I remember like when we first. I say we because it was me and my brother. When we started gaming, we were gaming on the Nintendo DS.
Oh
We
yeah.
were given that, or we were both given a DS, and uh, we were given a copy of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. And
Oh
so they were like, "All right, which one do you want?" And so we took one of them, and I kid you not, I probably sat down and played that for 3 or 4 hours straight, which doesn't seem like a lot, but for my second grade mind, I was just like, "This is the height of luxury."
I know, right? The first time I like played a game for 6 hours, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm a gamer. But like now
I
I'm like,
finally reached it. I'm gamer.
yeah, that's like nowadays 6 hours. That's like kind of normal.
I'm warming up.
Yeah, pretty much.
I love that. Yeah, it's the gamer's evolution.
Yeah. See though, I wish I kind of grew up more with Pokemon. 'Cause
Really.
I never did. I never really played Pokemon games. Never had one.
Hmm.
Um, I always would just I watched like I think there was a Pokemon movie I saw. Oh, there's a zombie crawling at me. That dude looks
He's
crispy.
crawling at you.
He's crispy boy.
Oh yeah, he's a crispy boy. We're in the what I call the crispy fields.
Yeah, spooky.
I'm taking that.
But yeah, no, I never had any Pokemon games. Never really was too into it. Like just as a kid, mainly just because I never grew up with it.
Sure. Yeah.
Let's see. But if I kind of like had a system or like a Game Boy or a Nintendo DS where I could play on it, I'm sure I would have fallen in love with it.
Oh yeah, because they are fun games, and like Andrew and I still play them. Like um, we've upgraded since then. We got the 3DS when it came out, but we haven't gotten any like Switches or anything like that. But
Yeah.
we still go back and play our old copies of those games, and we still have the originals because we were like, why not? Like, we'll hold on to these because these were where we got our start. But then once we got to like the Nintendo Wii and everything like that, we were still like, every now and again, it feels good to go back to where we started out.
Right. Oh yeah. Like returning back to old games that you played like as a child is like I don't know one of those things. Hello.
Oh, you find one?
Yeah. It's just one of those like nostalgia feelings that I will always have.
Yeah, it's such a like a pleasure to get back into a game that like you haven't played in a while,
Yeah.
and you're just like, I still remember everything.
I know. Like going back and like being able to play Lego Star Wars and still remember where like all the hidden stuff is, where all the mini kits are.
Oh man,
It's that kind of prestige that I'm like, yeah.
it's like getting prestige in Call of Duty. It's just like, yeah, I own this.
Yeah, like I was gone for a while, but don't it's like almost
I was
like I
gone
never
for a
left.
while, but I'm back, baby.
Hell yeah.
I had that feeling a while back because I downloaded on my Xbox One. I downloaded the Complete Saga for Lego Star Wars,
Oh yeah.
and I
Beautiful.
got into it, feeling that nostalgia. I was like, oh, I remember playing this so long ago, it's so great. And then like still knew where most, if not everything, was. I was just like, oh, I feel like I know this is over here. I
Yeah.
know if I do this, oh my god, it
Right.
felt so good. It felt so amazing to get
Oh,
back
no.
into it.
And honestly, one of the most like rewarding things is I've got younger cousins now. And a couple of them are super into video games. Oh, I found an
Nice.
iron. That's like kind of good, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is. We're gonna need it for later on.
Um, and anyway, so my younger cousins are getting into video games and specifically Lego video games.
Very
Um,
good.
and one of the most rewarding feelings is when they ask me for help. Like sometimes my aunt would like call me and be like, "Hey, so he's stuck on a video game and he wants to know how you can get past it." And I like remember it so much as I could like picture it on the phone and just tell
Oh
them.
man,
And like that is like I don't know. That is like the ultimate flex.
it's so rewarding because it's like, I mean, we come from that experience of like, if we had a level that was too hard or anything, we would go to somebody else to do it, like an older brother, like a parent or whatever it was,
Right.
and we'd just be like, it was like admitting you failed in every capacity. That's how it felt. It was just like, yeah, I can't beat this. It was like, okay, well, I'll help you out. And even if it was like a simple thing, it was still just like watching the master at work. It was like,
Yeah. By the way, there's a dog in here.
oh no.
That A is just chilling in the kitchen.
Ooh, yeah, there he is. Hey, dog, how you doing? Oh, did I get it? I think I got one of them, but I hear more. Uh-oh, we're gonna leave this house alone.
Okay, yeah. Say that
There are multiple.
Don't go to the green.
The house has noises.
Oh my god. Okay. Crispy boys here.
Lots of crispy boys.
See any dogs?
I hope not.
I heard growling and I saw something. A zombie was sitting on the floor in here, and I thought it was a dog.
Oh yeah, they updated that a while ago where it was like you'll just run into zombies that are just chilling out. They'll sit on the ground or just be standing up asleep, and so you can be quiet and try to avoid them, but then they always just come awake and smack you. It's like, ow, you son of a bastard!
Please, I'm just trying to loot. I ain't gonna kill you.
I'm just trying to take your things. I ain't gonna hurt you.
Just a noob. Is somebody trying to break into this house?
I think that might be from the other one,
Oh, okay.
where we left the dogs.
Cool.
But you never know.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, no,
Okay,
it's just a good prestige to go back and help younger relatives to video games that you once needed the help. Now you're giving the help.
It's like now I'm the one you come for help.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. It's weird because like Katie, your wonderful girlfriend, was she was we won't talk about that.
We'll get her on
she won't listen to this. We can kind of diss that.
Yeah.
Nah, Katie was like, she actually was playing a couple levels of Star Wars one night, and she was just like, I don't understand. Where am I supposed to go? How do I do this? I was like, oh my gosh, she's asking for help. Like, I can help. I can be the one that knows the things.
I can show you the way.
I think I said that, and she was like, is that your Mandalorian thing? I was like, yes. She's like,
oh, I didn't mean to.
She gets so sick of us talking Star Wars, but
yeah, and Star Wars is just, it's always going to be there. So I think she's come to realize, but I try not to talk too much about it.
Yeah,
it's not her gig sometimes, but
we've had to come up with other topics when we're talking to her, so that way we can include her in the conversation and not totally lose her.
Right.
But it's a struggle sometimes.
Those dogs are trying it out. But yeah, no. It's, if we could talk about we got Squishmallows. We got she does like Lego Indiana.
She does. She's been having
another one of my favorite games.
Yeah, she was having a phenomenal time with that.
So, yeah. So
we were just like, Katie's a girl gamer.
Yeah. Yeah. No, she will say that there's no such things as like everyone's a gamer, no girl gamer, no guy gamer. I was like, you're right. You know what? Everyone's a girl gamer.
Yeah. At first, I was like, no. What are you talking about? She's like, no. Listen to me. There are no girl gamers or guy gamers. And I was like, that's very inclusive of you.
You know what? I appreciate that. Like, that's a good outlook.
That's a very good outlook. Well done, Katie. So, props to her on that one.
Yeah, we'll get her on here. At least maybe playing a game with us sometime.
Oh, I want to so bad.
That'd be so much fun.
I feel like if we could find a game that she would enjoy, like we could make it happen.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know we're talking about playing on the Wii and stuff, and they they recreated Wii Sports for the Switch.
Did they really?
Yes, and so there's a few things that's kind of sad. They don't have every single sport back, which kind of sucks.
Okay.
Like baseball, they don't have it on the new one, which is a little tragic because that was my favorite.
That is tragic.
Yeah, but they have sword fighting, which
what?
Yeah, I played it last night, and it's literally like you're fighting like with lightsabers in Star Wars. So that was really fun.
That is very interesting because I remember, like, do you remember Wii Sports Resort?
Yes. Oh yeah, we had that one as well.
They had a mode on there that I loved as a kid, where it was like it would put you on this course or like a trail almost, and you would have to fight with your sword like throughout this entire course until you got to a boss. I think.
Ooh.
Um, and I tell you what, I have never felt like more of a badass than charging through a wave of randomly generated Mii's with random names and just knocking them all down and being like, "I am king."
That's freaking awesome.
It
I would
was so
absolutely love
good.
to do
Yeah. Oh man, it was so fun.
that. I'm trying to think if I played it. I don't know if I don't. I can't remember if I've done that one before.
Here, Jake, pick. I'm gonna drop something for you. You're hurt. Take
Oh, am I?
take some medicine.
Okay.
Take a medical. Okay.
There we go.
So I feel like a bad teacher in this game because see at the top where it says time 16, 22, 23 now.
Yeah.
Uh,
That time.
yeah, at 2200 they start sprinting.
Oh God. Okay.
So we're gonna want to find a place to bunker down.
All right. Well, I'm on the task now to locate the trader.
Oh, I still haven't even built the campfire yet. I am falling behind.
Oh no, you're good. That's the last one. And then you can. It looks like it shows the trader location.
Yeah, the student has become the teacher.
Rise up to defeat the master. I'm just kidding. I can never defeat the
Now
master.
I am the master.
I was gonna say you're the master at this guy. I'm gonna have to follow your lead.
Yeah, I am a little embarrassed to admit how much time I've sunk into this game and that it is in the triple digits.
Honestly, though, I've spent a very large and embarrassing amount on Rocket League.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think Rocket League has now reached the 4 digits. No,
That's
I'm not
amazing.
ashamed. Okay, I'm ashamed a little bit, but it's always fun.
Yeah, as long as you're having fun with it, who cares?
Right, you can bring this up. I think we got
Yeah.
a crispy boy behind us.
Oh, do we have Crispies?
Yeah, what's up, crispy? I'm gonna shoot you.
What's up, Crispy boy?
Ooh! Oh, what? It didn't
Oh
kill
my
him.
god. I love getting back into this game.
Arrow back, give me it. Hell yeah. He's
Is he dead?
very naked as well.
Oh, he do. The cake is out.
He's naked.
So, oh, damn it. I had a question lined up for you and I completely forgot it. Oh, man. I'm a terrible host now.
Was it related to gaming?
Probably.
Um,
Damn, I totally lost it.
that's alright, it'll come back to us.
Yeah. Okay, well, then, you know what? We'll switch some gears. We said we were going to talk about some Andor and some other Star Wars stuff. I want to talk to you really quickly about Kenobi, because that recently came out.
Oh, yeah.
Or I say recently, but this is like months and months after the series stopped airing. Or I say stopped airing, but like finished.
Yeah.
I would like to get your general thoughts.
Well, so I liked it. Anything that comes out that's Star Wars, I'm gonna like. I'm gonna watch it, regardless of what it is. I will say, there were a couple of things that I thought was just a little, like, some of the episodes were just a little slow.
Sure.
The only biggest gripe that I really had about it was I feel like it wasn't as like visually pleasing as some of the other shows, like Mando and
Okay.
Boba Fett. Like, I could just tell that it wasn't made by Dave Filoni.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I can get behind that. Yeah.
Yeah, and like the I forget the name of the producer, but they did a wonderful job. I mean, it's for the most part like the visuals when Vader and Obi-Wan were fighting. Oh, sorry, big time spoilers right there. But
Yeah.
but that was probably I think actually you know what I think I think people knew Vader was going to be going into it.
Yeah, they announced that he was coming back to play Vader, so it's okay.
Yeah, so there might be a few spoilers, FYI. So,
Yeah.
But like the effects or like the visuals you see when Vader and Obi-Wan are fighting are super good. Like, I think they purposely chose like darker settings so like their sabers really like pop.
Yeah, I think so.
And I really liked. At first, I wasn't a huge fan of Reva. But like as the time went on, oh, do you want to loot this house, by the way?
Yeah, we might as well.
I'm
We're
just
already
kind of
here.
walking around.
No, yeah, I'm following you on this one. There's no better way for you to learn than to get thrust into it.
Yeah, true. I'm hopeful they don't get ambushed in here too bad. But yeah, no. At first I didn't really like Reba too much.
Oh, we got some people. I don't know where. Oh! She dropped from the ceiling.
Uh-oh. Hello there. I can place this. Oh, yes.
I put 2 arrows in her. She's still standing. Nice.
But I like the show. I like the show as a whole. It was super fun to watch. It was super good to see Obi-Wan or even Gregor back.
I like that your brain just immediately goes like, that's not even Ewan McGregor. That is Obi-Wan.
That is Obi-Wan, yeah.
Whoa, I found another one.
Oh, shoot. I kind of like forgot that I'm like...
Oh, I did too. Oh, no. How have I played this game for this long and forgetting to eat?
There we go. I think that's better.
Do you have a symbol on the left side of your screen with a plate?
Yeah.
Then you have eaten.
How do I check that? It's like... I can go to...
Oh, watch out. There's a crispy boy in here. Get out, you nasty crisp. Ow. He punching me through a table. Ow.
Oh, he's still alive. Hello.
Ah!
I don't like that.
Oh, no. Okay, that's another thing we'll talk about. But anyway, you can continue with your thoughts on Obi-Wan.
But yeah, I would say I didn't really like Reva at first, just because I was like, I thought she was a little annoying. But like,
Sure.
I think the actress playing her did a great job. I hate that she got so much freaking hate for that role. Like,
Yeah.
that was really uncalled for. I thought she did a fabulous job. Also,
Yeah, let me just put that out to the audience real quick. If you hate a character in a show, you can talk about that.
Yeah.
But for the love of God, respect the person who's doing the damn job.
Yeah. Like
Or else you can do it.
Yeah. Because I'm like, there ain't no way I could ever come close to the stuff that she did.
Yeah.
And like, at first I didn't like it, but as the show grew on, I kind of grew to really like her character, because I really think, the whole reason she turned to the dark side was to go chase after him and get revenge on him. I thought that was freaking awesome. There's never been that before.
Yeah.
We've never had a character do something like that.
Yeah. We've never had a character that's like seeking revenge on someone that we like cared about, really. Like nobody. Well, I guess it's kind of like we've never had anyone like actively seeking revenge against Vader, but like it was still really cool to see. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I thought it was original and different, which is bizarre. It just baffles. It's just Star Wars fans just kind of hard to please. They always say do something different, and they did. They never had a character like this before, and people still hate her. I'm like, okay, well. So there might be stuff that I didn't quite enjoy, like wish it could have been a little different. I kind of also wish we would have seen maybe a few more like flashbacks or Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Ewan McGregor.
Oh.
But we still got great. Spoilers. Just overall, I thought it was really fun to watch. It was really good to see just a brutal Vader.
Oh yeah.
And I wish there would be a season 2, but I don't think there is. Is there?
I am not sure. I don't know if they're planning on doing that or if they feel it's good as is. Either way, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be on board if they definitely have one. But if not, there's plenty of other shows coming out like Andor and Mando season 3. I think was it you and I having the discussion about how we think information got leaked about season 2 of Boba?
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Like it got released, like something got released on like a Disney Plus in a different country, and it kind of hinted that there might be season 2, which would be great. Love to see.
Yeah, it would be. that's another one of those where like it kind of like split the fans a little bit because some people like really loved it and some people really didn't, and it was kind of like again hard to please everybody. But I feel like it's one of those where it had to take some time and take some direction that people weren't a huge fan of just in order to kind of establish what a season 2 could do later on.
Yeah, for sure.
So, if the rumors are true that a second season is coming, I will be there for it and love it ever so graciously.
Oh yeah. Like I said, anything Star Wars related that is released, I will be watching.
Absolutely, yeah. I am very excited about Andor because that was like I loved Rogue One. That movie was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And he's a very interesting character. So getting to see this kind of this backstory for him, even though we know what happens to him in Rogue One, a little bit of an accident with the Death Star goes awry.
Yeah.
Right. I think it's just gonna be really cool to see another. I can't talk anymore. Another hero's backstory.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
Yeah, I remember when they first announced the show, I was like, I thought it was kind of surprising that they were doing it, using him as a character for a show. But
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm for it. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll watch it.
I'll be there for the premiere. I don't care. It'll be great.
Yeah, they also, in the trailer they also show clone troopers, so I'm super excited to see that.
Oh yeah, I'm all about clones and everything. I mean, you and I are huge fans of the Clone Wars. We've had many a discussion about it.
Oh, yeah.
And so just being able to see like, Phase 2 clones outside of animation becoming these like peacekeepers / enforcers and everything like that, it's gonna be really cool to see.
Yeah.
So
I like that we got a few glimpses of it in season 7 of the Clone Wars, and then in the Bad Batch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like being able to see clones act as the Empire. It's just stuff as Star Wars fans we've never seen before. So I think that's just gonna be exciting.
Yeah, I'm very much in the same boat as you, where it's like slap the name Star Wars on something and I'm there for it. So
I'll be there.
I do not care.
Yeah, same deal with Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, actually, I need to congratulate you because you posted a video a while back that was one of the first videos of Spider-Man Remastered getting put on PC. You jumped on that and recorded a pretty good sized video in there, just kind of free roaming, doing a bunch of stuff. That has crossed at least 1,100 views.
I know. I honestly had, I just looked and I was like, oh my goodness, I had no idea it would, it would do that. Like, I think it's because I used, with it being new, and also it's the Andrew Garfield. I used the Andrew Garfield skin or suit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And everybody really has been liking Andrew Garfield, and they've all been trying to also mod in his Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit and playing with that. So I think that's kind of has circulated a little bit for like recommended videos, and like I don't know, I'm excited to see it because it keeps gaining views. I'm kind of just excited to see where it goes.
Yeah, man.
So, but I appreciate it though. I'm excited. I hope it brings people to the channel, but I also hope that this series will bring people, because I know 7 Days to Die with I first said this.
Welcome.
But like I know 7 Days to Die has always had a strong following as well, and I would love to be able to take part of this being a multi-series episode.
Oh yeah, man. This is it's a very interesting game because it's one of those where it's like it had not like a huge following at the beginning of it, but then like as it got put out and more updates happened, like it just started gaining more traction, and now it's just kind of back to like it's not a huge game by any means. It's a pretty small company that's doing it, I'm pretty sure, but they're committed to it, and a lot of people keep buying it and playing it and enjoying it. So I'm very happy to see that. But it just took some time for it to get off the ground, I think. But now it's kind of it's coming back into the fray. So I'm very happy about it.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited that you wanted to play and that we can get some episodes recorded in and posted up.
Yeah,
I think
we were
I think it'd be pretty fun.
we were talking about this on vacation a bit. You'd already been on vacation for a little bit, but we talked about the idea of a quote unquote partnership almost.
Yeah.
That's what, at least what I was thinking it would be, where it was like we could do games similar to this, where we were like, for the most part, just kind of walking around, talking, like killing zombies or something every now and then, like gathering supplies, but then also still like having this podcast in a place to just kind of, have some conversation and everything. And we
Yeah.
post it to both the mediums and, see what traction we can get off it.
Oh yeah. I think that'd be an excellent idea. I would
Oh yeah.
absolutely love to. Like, I don't know. I think we always have. I think you one of the out of all the people I've met in my life, I think you were the one that probably can keep the conversation going the best out of anybody I've met.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
you're
interesting.
good at keeping conversations. We always have a lot to talk about.
It's
So,
true. Yeah.
it's always fun.
I don't know
I
how
would
too,
love to
because
see
like I would love to. Well, that'd be so fun, and it would also give us like a constant excuse to keep putting out content.
Yeah, I know. Right? And then maybe Katie will play with us.
Oh man, wouldn't that be something? Like, even if it was just like 3-player, like it's not even possible, but like 3-player Lego Indiana Jones, like I would be all for it.
I know, right? I mean, I have Lego Indiana Jones for my PS2, so we could at least I could bring that over, and we could at least get a 2-player going on.
Oh, absolutely.
Uh,
Get down, zombie. There we go.
So I guess you want to build another door here or something just in case?
We should, yes, and then I can kind of run you through some stuff that we can do for the night. But
Yeah.
I'll be honest, at some point, there's just not a lot you can do.
Right. Yeah, I'll craft us up a door.
Okay. I'm going to make us a campfire real quick so that way we can possibly cook food. We don't have a cook pot, so we might not, but
Okay.
I'll still make it regardless.
Okay, throw that in there. And, upgrade
Mind, I don't have enough rocks. Just gonna hit this for a second. Give me your rocks, Wall.
Oh my god, I didn't know this was gonna have 5,000 health.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you upgrade tools, does it gradually get stronger?
Yeah, so right now we're at like level 1. And as you can unlock perks and everything that will give you better skills. Whether that be like armor crafting, tool making, whatever it is. Like you can upgrade your tools as you go along. Whatever these perks will do, they'll help you out in the long run.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you upgrade those, and the max level for any item is 6.
Gotcha.
And so once you get up to level 6, that has like the longest durability and the biggest strength, and like usually the best bonuses. So yeah, as you go, most of your stuff will increase in durability and use. So.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Makes sense. Yeah, I was also going to ask too. What can I do for some of these skills that I see over here?
Yeah.
A little skill thing. I've got 5 points available. So I guess I don't really know which ones are best to do.
That's usually the question. It depends on usually on how you want to play, because like as you flip these skills, you can see like the attributes associated with them, and you can just upload those, and those will usually have some kind of bonuses as well.
Gotcha. Okay.
But the like each skill on its own contributes to specific things, and so like if you're looking at the strength, there's a really fun one. It's funny. It's called a sexual tyrannosaurus.
Tyrannosaurus, yeah.
It's so good. It's a really good one because it takes away like your stamina usage. So anytime you're swinging a tool or swinging a weapon or anything like that, it takes less stamina to do that.
Oh, okay.
So people will usually go with that one first, just because that's like super
might.
useful early game.
Yeah. Do I have to get any of stuff before that? Before I get
No. So the level 1 okay, it's weird because like the first level of that perk it only costs 1 skill point, and it's totally like open. All of them at level 1 are completely open. But then as you go, you have to increase your strength or perception or your health or fortitude or whatever it is. You have to increase those skills or attributes first before you can increase your skill.
I got you. Okay. So I guess how do I give 1 point to? Oh, buy. There it is.
Yep. It'll look like a little shopping cart.
There we go. Okay, cool. I'm stupid. All right. Well, I bought one for sexual Tyrannosaurus.
Okay. Another good one to have to start out with is the pack mule. Just having at least one, because that opens up a couple more slots in your inventory
Okay.
where you won't be encumbered. So you can keep gathering stuff before the stamina and everything kicks in.
Cool. Okay. All right. Got that one. Okay. What else?
Let's see. Something good. Let's see. Going into your intellect, so it looks like the guy with the brain. That's always good to get pretty high,
Okay.
just because down at the bottom, with the perk called Grease Monkey, you can build vehicles over time. And so, like, you can build a bike, a mini bike, motorcycle, 4x4 truck, and a gyrocopter.
Oh my god. That's
Mm-hmm.
awesome. Yeah, I've never played enough to where I was able to get a vehicle. There's a guy I watched though. He was riding around on a bike, like going through his base. Like it would take too long to walk through his base, so he had a bike that he would just use to
Oh
ride
my god.
inside.
Wait,
That's the kind
hang
of
on.
luxury I want.
He had a base that had a hallway that was too long for him to walk across. So he made a bike specifically to have in there?
Yep.
That's amazing.
He was riding it down these long corridors, and I was like, "Oh my god, you built this? like that's crazy.
What?
I want that kind of luxury eventually."
That is, oh my gosh. And here I am just finding a house or something to set up in and being like, this is my home.
I know. That's what I did when I played. Like I just fortified a building and like just built a wall around it, and that was it. That's all we did.
That's crazy.
So yeah. So eventually, it would love like I would love to definitely build upon a base for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Because I kind of don't really know what to do starting from scratch. So if we could have a nice like foundation of a place and then just build upon and expand upon that,
Yeah.
that'd be kind of fun.
We could do that.
So
No problem.
cool. Okay, so I guess so for the intellect one, is there any specific skill now that I should go for?
Intellect, let's see. That one's really up to you if you want to kind of like skim through them and kind of read whichever one you want. The ones I would go for would be physician, advanced engineering, or grease monkey, just three at the bottom.
Yeah.
Just because those will have the biggest impact over time. Uh-oh. I hear some crispy boys.
Yeah.
They usually, so actually, this is a good thing to know. If you press control, that'll toggle your crouch, or at least, yeah. And you can see that little eye icon.
Yeah.
It's a certain number. Any light or sound will usually kind of give them a way to find you. But it's usually not too difficult to take care of. I say that, even though she took a lot of hits. Is there another one?
Yeah, I think he's over here.
Good lord. They're really tracking us down today. My goodness.
I don't know where they went, but
Actually, I am going to kind of jump back into the podcast side of this for a second if you're okay with that. All right. You made the joke earlier about Chrissy, I don't like this. And I wanted to talk to you about another oh boy, Stranger Things. I want to talk to you about Stranger Things because you have actually gotten into it fairly recently.
Yes.
Due to, once again, your wonderful girlfriend, Katie.
I know I'm very happy she recommended watching this show.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we're just about to finish up season 4. Season 4
Okay.
has been my favorite. I me, hands down.
Uh-huh. It's
Season
good.
1 was good. Very good. But I also, I don't know. I like the. I remember Katie mentioning that season 4 kind of has like a different style to the other 3.
Okay, yeah.
And like more or less, it's more or less like horror than the other 3. I kind of like that. So
Yeah.
so I've really been enjoying season 4. But I'm sad that it's almost done. But
Almost, yeah.
let's see.
You guys have been keeping me up to date on where you guys are at because I saw like you guys were going through I think season 3 um around the time I had just finished season 4. And so like I would come out every now and then as you guys were watching an episode at our apartment and like I would just basically sit down and watch it with you guys because it was like I had already seen the episode, but I was like, this is a really good season. So I
Yeah.
just wanted to catch up on it again.
Right.
Um
But yeah,
how
no,
like
it's been good.
oh sorry, go ahead.
I would just say it's been good for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what it was, but they knew what they were doing and they did it.
Yeah.
So were you kind of part of that group of people like when Stranger Things first came out that it was just like everyone's talking about this show, I just don't want to watch it, or like did it just not get around to you or anything like that? Well, like how did you avoid it for so many years?
Honestly, it just. Oh, I have a cooking pot. Were we wanting to use that?
We should have it because I can make us some boiled eggs.
Oh, let's do this. How do I place it?
Actually, so if you keep it in your inventory,
Uh-huh.
you can press E on this campfire, and then there should be a spot on the right side where you can place it. So you like click and drag into that slot.
Oh, wait, it's on the right hand, or would you say right hand side?
It should be on the right. Yes, on the right hand side. I think anyway.
It is not here. Hold on. If I do this, if I just drop it,
Yeah. Let me see here.
see, maybe it's something
Okay. Oh, I see. It was up at the top right corner. It was supposed to be under a thing called tools.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, I probably just had. Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
Uh,
Let's see.
see, I don't think I even have anything to be cooked. I have rotting flesh that I guess I should.
Do you have another bottle of water? Because if so, I can make us another boiled egg.
I do. Yes, I have one. I have one bottle of water.
Ooh, you actually should probably hold on to that just so you don't die of thirst.
I have a few empty bottles though.
Oh, okay. Oh, I can make water. What am I talking about? I have 3 bottles of murky water that I can cook up.
Oh, sweet.
Fool.
I also have beer.
You want to share?
Sure. Here, you drink half and I'll drink half.
Yeah. Normally I'm drinking on this show, but I was telling you I'd already drank a little bit at my folks' house because we had some people over. So I was like, I'm not gonna drink on the show.
Yeah. I had a little bit too much of a margarita last night, so I haven't drank much today.
That still baffles me. We were talking about that, and you were like, "Yeah, we were at this restaurant. We all took pictures of margarita to go."
Yeah, like they offered it, and I was like, well, why not? Let's try it.
Just what? Might as well.
Yeah, it was a fun, good decision.
A fun, safe, good decision.
Yeah.
It got really dark in this room.
I know. Yeah, I took up my little torch here.
Oh, okay.
Where'd it go? I thought did I not collect it?
I can put mine up real quick.
Oh, here it is.
What you talking?
Sometimes I sometimes stare right at the item and I just don't even see it.
Dude, the amount of times I've done that could pay for my entire life.
Yeah.
So don't you worry.
I'll literally be looking at it and I'm like, it's here, I know, but I can't freaking find it.
Here you go. A boiled egg. It's in this sack on the ground.
Thank you.
All right.
But yeah, to get back to Stranger Things.
Yes, I was actually just about to lead us there. So.
Yeah. I remember it coming out. And yeah, I just never really watched it. I thought it was like I used to really not be into that much of scary stuff. Really, once I met Katie, that's when she said she really likes it. I was like, at the time I liked it, but I never liked to watch stuff by scary stuff by myself.
Sure.
So when she said that she likes to watch it, I was like, oh, good. Guess what? Me too.
Yeah.
then, so once she said that she had watched it and it was pretty good, and I was like, you know what, let's try it. Let's check it out. 'Cause I had no clue what it was about. I just knew it was a thing, and I just assumed it was just some weird, spooky stuff, so I just never watched it.
Yeah. I was of the mind when it first came out that like so many people were talking about it and all this stuff, and I was just like, I don't want to hear it. I don't care. It doesn't. It no. It's a no for me, especially because like people were talking about the horror aspect, and I am not a horror film person. I took a horror film class, and I did not care.
Right.
It was a great class, but man, O'Malley, it did not make me like horror films at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I can only watch them with people. I don't like watching them by myself.
Oh, it sucks to watch them by yourself.
Yeah. Like,
And so, yeah, no.
I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really
So it got to the point where I was just like, so many people are talking about this, and like the second season had already come out at this point. I was just like, all right, you know what? I'm bored. I got nothing else better to do. I'll watch it. And so I sat down, I watched the first season. I was like, all right, I gotta admit, it's a good show. And I never looked back.
Sweet, yeah.
Good
No,
time.
I like as soon as we started watching season 1, I was like, yeah, I can see what the hype was about this show.
Oh yeah.
And now with season 4 getting ready, we're about to be done with season 4. I'm like kind of sad, but I'm excited to come back and watch season 5 when it comes out on Netflix.
Oh yeah.
So curious to see what's happening. I've heard, as we were discussing earlier, that some big stuff kind of goes down.
Oh yeah.
I'm a little scared but excited at the same time.
Yeah, I mean that two and a half hour finale, man. Like it's a doozy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I drank a beer and now I'm buzzed and my vision is blurred.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome.
Oh man, I love when games do that. They're just like, "Hey, you have a bottle of beer. Do you want it?" And it's like, "Well, sure. All right, great. You can't see anything for a little bit."
Yeah, right.
It's like, what happened?
If I ain't gonna drink in real life, I'm gonna drink in my game here. So.
Hell yes. That's awesome. I guess I would be remiss if we were talking about Strange Things and I didn't ask. Who's your favorite character?
Probably Hopper.
That's a good answer. That's a very good answer.
Like Hopper, and in season 4, I really like the Russian guy.
The Russian guy, he's pretty good.
From oh my gosh, Game of Thrones.
Game of the Thrones, yeah.
Yeah, really like that guy a lot.
I was blown away when he was in it because I was like, that's nobody, that's no one. And it's the whole Game of Thrones thing. If people out there listening or watching have heard or seen Game of Thrones, you know what I'm talking about. He is a many-faced man.
Yeah. Yeah, him and Eddie are both there. Get both
nice
little cameos.
Oh man, I was.
They were kind of more main characters of the show, but still.
Yeah, like I messaged you one night because I was watching like House of the Dragon and Game of Thrones like prequel stories come out on HBO Max, like 2 episodes in, and it's phenomenal. And I was like, you know what, this is making me want to get back into Game of Thrones a little bit, like go back and watch some. And I know people are still salty about the ending, but I was watching it and I sent you a message because I was like, that's freaking Eddie.
Yeah. That's fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah. But no, yeah, like, I know when you said that, that's kind of cool that they, I guess they would have had, they would have been in, first, right?
Yes.
And then filmed in Stranger Things?
Yes.
Season 4, relatively new. It came out, like this year, didn't it?
It did, yes. It was very, very recent. Game of Thrones, he was in the, oh man, was it the 7th? Or I think it was the 7th season that Eddie's actor Joseph Quinn was in. But he was only in it for a little bit, but man, he was a funny character in Game of Thrones. Yeah.
Yeah, I like his just his like actor's like personality is.
Yeah. He's a very fun character for the show. He just fits in.
Yeah, I agree. Are zombies still?
Oh God, that's a
That's a
wolf.
dog. That's a big dog. Here.
So okay, actually, the reason that dog is so big, it's actually pretty unique that we're talking about Game of Thrones. That is called a direwolf. It is a huge ass wolf,
Oh God.
and he's coming through the fence. Get inside! Get inside!
I feel like he's really hard to kill. Isn't he? I'm gonna die.
Probably.
Oh
No!
shoot!
Oh no! I opened the door. Oh, damn it.
Did he kill you?
He got me.
No.
Oh man! I
That
tried to
I've
go
never
back
seen
inside.
that before.
I tried to go back inside, and there was a zombie coming out, and so she boxed me in with the wolf.
Oh no. Jeez, yeah, that's freaking terrifying. Well,
Oh man!
I guess should we go back and? I might.
Yeah, we probably should. That's all of our gear.
Yeah. Damn. Well, I guess that wolf is gonna still be there, isn't he?
Probably, yeah.
Oh well.
That's okay. We can get in, get our stuff, and get inside before he kills us.
Yeah.
Um,
our stuff.
Yeah, probably.
But,
He's just puppy guarding.
yeah,
No pun intended.
Literally. He's a big puppy.
I had another Stranger Things question to ask you, but once again, it eluded my mind.
I keep distracting.
No, it's okay. I'm honestly I think it's just I'm having such a fun time in this game. I'm getting distracted, which as a host, I probably shouldn't be doing. But you know what? This is going to turn into a beautiful partnership. So who cares?
Hell yeah.
I guess it's just like
go check out Ryan's Happy Hour.
Oh well, thank you.
On Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and pretty much any sort of platform that's got.
I'm pretty sure. Oh,
podcast.
There's a thing over here.
We kind of missed this, didn't we?
We did. I guess we had taken a main road or something else. I don't know, but we can check this out. We're not very equipped for it, but why not? That's 100 health. We have a fist. I guess we've covered if you've been enjoying the show, and that's an affirmative yes.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think we talked about. I think the last question was about the just favorite characters.
Yes, yeah. That's at least yeah. Oh no, those guys are tough. They got they got some armor on them. And that's a can. Boy, oh boy, I'm stuck. There we go. I'm gonna punch you in the kneecaps. I guess let me ask. The internet was very quick, as season 2 was going on to rally behind one Steve the Hare Harrington.
Yeah.
How do you feel about good old Stevie Boy?
Let's see. I wasn't a fan. I didn't like him at the beginning. Kind of thought he's like the jock,
Yeah.
jock kind of guy. I need a club, of course.
Just
but
like
now,
he's a real bastard.
Yeah. But now he's great. Probably, if not Hopper, it's probably Steve.
Her favorite. I can see that.
Just because.
I think my
oh,
sorry.
Yeah, he's just a much better overall guy.
Yeah. It's just that transformative arc, man. Everyone needs it.
Yeah. They definitely, I think, kind of knew what they were gonna do with him.
Yeah. I was chatting it up with my parents one night. We were talking about that because they that was a show that had kind of been on their list for a while of things to watch and keep an eye on and all that. And they had decided, you know what, why not start it? And so they did. And they were watching. And they were like, oh, this Steve character's not a really good kid, but okay. But then they continued on. They were talking about like we had this conversation we're having now, where it was like favorite characters and all that. And I said, well, until I met Eddie this season, it was probably Steve. And they were like, really? I was like, well, yeah. They're like, he seems kind of like an ass. I was like, yeah, but he gets better as the show goes on.
Yeah. See, that's what Katie had told me because when I started watching it with her, she had already seen, I think, season 1 and 2.
Okay.
And she says that he does get better. Hey, balls.
Yeah.
Hello. Nice. And she was right. He definitely does.
Oh, yeah.
I really like his. It's fun that he kind of looks after like Dustin.
He's always the babysitter, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely had one of the best like character arcs of all time. Just because, yeah, he started out like an asshole, but then he just became like someone much better as the show went on.
Right.
He just needed a chance.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad they didn't kill him off and that he stayed and whatnot.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
Very
he's
happy
probably
days.
number 2. My second.
Yeah, behind Hopper. That's solid. Yeah, that's a solid choice. But I guess now I have to ask like your favorite side character, because like we had talked earlier today, the day we are recording this, we talked about one Bob the Brain from season 2.
Oh, yeah.
Very good character, lovable, awesome.
Great. Sad
Yeah,
to see him.
Great kid.
Yeah, sad to see him. See what happened to him. Spoilers.
Yeah, it's sad to see what happened.
Yeah, but he was good. And I guess she's not so much a side character now. She's more of a main character. But kind of at first, I felt like that Robin was more of a side character.
Oh yeah, okay.
But like she's become more integral part of the story, which is great because I also really like Robin's character a lot.
Oh yeah, she's great.
And so yeah, she was great. And now that she's getting a little bit more involved and stuff, I just always thought she was super funny.
Yeah, and like her and Steve kind of like complimented each other on season 3 at least. Like they did a really good like they had a really good dynamic. Man, thunder. It's like today.
I know. Yeah, I was gonna say it was storming earlier today.
Yeah. Life imitates art.
Yeah.
But they had a really good dynamic throughout that entire thing. Can you hold off on the thunder? We're trying to record a podcast.
We're trying to speak,
like there was a really good dynamic made between those two characters, and it was really funny to watch. And then they just became like best friends over time. Yeah. And I was just like, well, yeah, I'm all about it.
Before we go in, I'm gonna place my.
Oh, you're smart. I left it behind.
Can you craft a new one?
I can't. I just have to get all the materials again. So I'm just gonna grab my things up. The wolf seems to have left. Okay.
I might go through real quick and see if there's any stuff I can probably toss.
That is smart. Always keep your kind of light.
Glue. Can I throw glue out?
No. Hold on to that.
Okay. Charred meat.
Okay.
Pine seeds. Should I get rid of the pine seeds?
I mean, you could just throw those in the ground and it'll plant a tree later on. So we can just come back. If we come back this way, maybe a tree will be sprouted. We can just get more wood.
Yeah. Okay. Should I wear, or I guess overalls are probably more better than the what's it called?
The like grass or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd throw them on. Why not? If nothing else, just to look cool.
Yeah, plant fiber. I'm playing on the overalls. Cool.
Ah! Actually, so if you want to follow me up this ladder, we can go continue looting this area, because it has got some stuff.
Let's do it.
So I guess I want to know, like, how are you feeling getting ready to view the final 2 episodes, like Stranger Things 4
Yeah,
Part 2?
I can't wait. I really, really can't wait. I kind of think, like I said, I think the last thing. Oh, bird.
There's nothing that has not been zombified, even birds.
I was gonna say zombie freaking birds. I think I saw zombie rabbits too. Is that a thing?
If it is, I haven't seen them.
Yeah, I saw something moving around out in the wild that looked like kind of like a rabbit or something.
Zombie rabbits, I'm not ready for that. But anyway, I interrupted your
Oh,
thoughts.
basically, I'm just excited to see what happens. I know something big will happen.
Yeah, just to see Elle come back into the picture with her powers, and it's gonna be it's awesome.
Yeah. Oh my God.
They're coming out of the ceiling.
Nice.
That would be a bird. There's a bird outside. I'm scared. Man, my skills as a host are very rapidly deteriorated. Apparently.
No, there's so much stuff going on.
Yeah.
Search the toilet. What's in here? Murky water. I'll take murky toilet water.
We can always cook that into fresh water, so we're not getting dysentery.
True.
Oregon Road taught us that is a very dangerous thing.
I know, right? How do I use this flashlight?
Press F, and it should turn it on.
Nice.
Very good.
Cool. I'll keep that hand.
Oh, there's a basement.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy. We got some friends. So little top tip for combat: if you press right click, this is a power swing, and it has a chance to like knock them down. It takes more stamina, but it's very useful.
Very useful. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't even know that. I definitely have to be using that bad boy.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to think of what else we could talk about. We've got all sorts of things. Like we normally are very good at holding conversation, like you said. But,
let's see. I think so. Oh, there's small stuff over here.
oh, like boxes. Oh, very good.
Oh, is it
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, shotgun shells and 9mm.
Okay. Jake, hang on. I'm going to bestow upon you something very important for future. We are going to need the right kind of ammo for it. But I found 2 of these, and you may have a pipe rifle.
Oh yeah.
We are going to need 7.62 ammo, but
Okay.
we can find that. Actually, okay. I've always wanted to know this. So, I wish he was here to kind of talk about it as well, but you and your best friend Nolan,
Yes.
you guys have this uncanny ability, and I've seen it a couple times in practice. You have this ability to talk specifically in Spider-Man 2 memes.
Yes.
Not even just like quotes from the movie, specifically the memes.
Oh yeah.
How did that start?
Mr. Rosines? So it all kind of, we are, big avid fans of Spider-Man.
Absolutely.
Big Tobey Maguire fans for sure. But there is this guy on YouTube that we would watch. He is known as I think Alpaca Hawk, I think.
Interesting, okay.
I'm going to double check. I think.
I've never heard of an alpaca and a hawk combined. But
I
you know
know,
what?
right?
That would be a dangerous predator.
Yep, that's him, Alpaca Hawk.
Nice.
He has created a bunch of videos. They're called they're not really called as now, I guess, but back in the day, I always referred to them as what is called YouTube poofs.
Oh yeah, okay.
Basically, it's just how it was like dubbed over stuff all the time. It was basically that, and it highlights just all the Spider-Man, funny Spider-Man memes.
Okay.
a lot of them kind of went unspoken between Nolan and I for a long time. Like, we knew they were out there, and we always thought they were kind of funny and weird, like some of the lines and moments in the trilogy with Tobey Maguire.
Okay.
But this video we found. Oh.
You got a bird?
Yeah. Crack your.
Oh God. Okay. I'm coming. If nothing else, just run into safety.
Yeah. I got him. He kind of hurt me
Okay.
though. Let's see. But this alpaca hawk, his videos, like, just kind of tied together, basically said all the memes we've been thinking about for years.
That's awesome.
Put them all together in a video, and like, I think Nolan found the guy, and he makes like, you know, just YouTube poop like videos, like memes and stuff.
Okay.
For those at home, it's not actual people pooping.
Got to be careful with that on the internet nowadays.
Yeah, right. We would watch just his regular videos, and he started making songs.
Okay.
And me and Nolan have the road list.
Yes, sir.
A bunch of music that we find. Shoot.
A compilation of today's greatest hits.
Yeah. Sorry, my wood thing, or my wood club broke.
Oh, really?
Oh, can I not repair it?
You should be able to. Yeah, if you go into your inventory and click on the wooden club, you could just press a key. It should tell you on the description which key to press to repair.
Yeah, I got it. Here we go. Cool.
As long as you got the material.
The material girl, Katie.
Material girl.
Coral. So yeah, so just through his videos and memes, we basically were just watching and referencing them all the time, listening to them on the dank list. So it's grown into a way to just communicate via those memes.
That's awesome.
It's also similar. Similar with Star Wars quotes and stuff like that. Star Wars memes.
As is right.
So we've just been able to just like quote them kind of on the regular, and we're like, oh my, like, just get a good laugh from them. So,
Great, yeah.
So yeah, so we've always been big Tobey Maguire fans. So it was just really rewarding to see that other people also picked up on the stuff and memes that we thought were funny.
Yeah. It's always a pleasure to see that kind of stuff like get brought to the forefront.
Yeah, for sure. So that's basically how and why we do it, is just because we always thought it was so funny. So we would always just watch them.
It was crazy to me because like we went on this trip in November for your 24th birthday.
Yes.
We went and did some paintballing up in Chicago because they had a very specific arena. It was based off of Nuketown from Call of Duty, and it was a very good time. And then we like as we were driving there, like I was noticing you guys just kept having like almost full-blown conversations just using those lines. I was like, how are they doing that? How do they know what to respond with?
I know, like sometimes little moments like that won't fit well into like a conversation, but whatever they do, sometimes it is so golden. So
Oh yeah.
like I have to do that.
Just it would be wrong of me not to bring this to the attention of the others.
Right. Like whenever anybody goes, like you're running late, I always think of Mr. Aziz. You're late, man. Always late.
Go!
There's always a good YouTube poop where they talk about, they make fun of some of the stuff Mr. Aziz says. So on top of referencing just Spider-Man in general, we'll reference the actual meme.
That's awesome.
Also, I found a pipe shotgun.
Hey, keep that. That's awesome.
There's a couple. I have a couple of shotgun rounds.
Oh
Would you like the shotgun?
no, you hold on to that. That is
sure?
good.
I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, once I find some ammo, we'll be in business for the rifles and everything. So you are good to hold on to that, my friend. You found it. Finders keepers.
All right. I don't have. I have. Oh no! I'm gonna fall to the floor. blood
That's,
bag. I feel like that's kind of good, right?
I think, I don't know. I don't really use them for much in like just casual play, but I'm sure they're important for something. So I'd grab them up for now.
Gotcha. Let's see. Is are scrap polymers good to keep?
Yes.
Okay. And I assume
Most of your scrap, like scrap brass, iron, lead, or polymers, or anything like that, those are usually good to keep just because most of the recipes for later on, like important crafting, are going to require those.
oh, okay, I get you. Let's see, I'm
Oh, I
gonna
just noticed I am infected.
Uh-oh.
I don't know how long that takes to kill you, but I think I got time.
So what do we have to find a just like medicine?
Yeah, it's just like antibiotics, or something, or a jar of honey.
Gotcha. Okay. Well,
Those will
do
cure
you
me
want
up.
to try and make it to the trader?
Sure. We're not that far away. We can make that.
Sweet. I'm gonna use the shotgun.
Mm.
He gone.
Yeah, he's
Nice.
blown away. Goodness. I want to dial back to Spider-Man because I want to know how you got into Spider-Man like the first time. Like, when was it that it just became like Spider-Man is something I enjoy? Spider-Man is something I will like continue to be a fan of for as long as I can.
You know? Oh, you know what it is? Okay. One of the first experiences I ever had with Spider-Man was the Spider-Man plug-and-play game.
I was just about to ask. We talked about this a while back. Yes, sir.
I like. I think I want to. I don't know where I got the plug-and-play at. Oh, that's like water. I forgot I turned water quality down. I forgot where I got the plug-and-play. But I remember playing it and loving it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Spider-Man is like freaking cool. And then Spider-Man 2 was coming out in the theaters. And I remember going to see the movie, and I was like, oh my gosh, this was great. And to this day, I still think it's one of my all-time favorite superhero movies. Oh God, I almost fell off this bridge. I still think it's a little cheesy at parts. Didn't pick up too much on it as kids, but
Sure.
so I saw that, and it made me love Spider-Man even more. And then one year we went to Florida with our family, and my cousin had a PS2, and he had the original Spider-Man Tobey Maguire video game. And
Okay.
I don't know if you ever played that or saw much about it.
I've only seen a little bit of it, but go on.
Gotcha. Well, in the game, you can't go on the ground. You can only stay on the rooftops.
Oh.
Like you can swing and stuff, like swing from buildings.
Yeah. Okay.
But you can't go on the ground. And you, I think you just it kind of plays a little bit along the way the story, like the movie goes. Like you fight the Green Goblin and all that jazz.
Okay.
Oh, looks like we're coming upon the town our guy's in.
We're getting there. We're running up the hill.
We're running up that hill, baby. So when we were in Florida, my cousin brought that PlayStation, and we were playing that game a lot, especially when it was like raining. So I always like watching him play. And then I got when I got my PS2, a few years down the road, I got the good old classic Spider-Man 2 video game, which a lot of Spider-Man fans will say is one of the best Spider-Man games ever made, because that was the first Spider-Man game that relied on like the pendulum physics, like where like the swinging and everything was way, way, way better than the original Spider-Man game. It was like actually realistic. Like you had to be close to a building to swing on it, and like if you let go on certain parts, you could like actually swing really far and like get some insanely good speed. And it was just super realistic in the sense of the Spider-Man realm. So that playing that I played that religiously. I think when we were talking earlier about what game would we go back to experience for the first time, if I could experience that game for the first time, that would be so much fun.
All right, I'm all about it.
So yeah, and really ever since then, that's just kind of built upon it.
Yeah.
And then, of course, now the new Spider-Man game that's out, that is so much fun to play. I love that game. I personally like it a little bit more than the original Spider-Man 2, just because it's just more polished, kind of.
Yeah.
But oh, it's just so fun. And I've always been a big Spider-Man fan.
Can't fault you for that. That's good.
It
I
all started
remember
with-
We got
that
the
plug
best
and play.
prices in the
Yeah,
wasteland.
man. That game. That game was just. I still remember it. Like we had this conversation not too long ago about about the plug and play, like just how it was, like some of the levels and everything. And I went to YouTube and I looked up like the plug and play, and I was like, "There's no way like, there's gonna be content for this." And sure enough, there was. There's
Yeah.
people
We
playing
should
it and
stock up on
enjoying it,
medical
and like I was
supplies.
like,
There's a zombie
"This is
apocalypse
incredible."
out there.
I went through most of them. I was just like, "I remember this. Oh, I remember doing that and playing this one. Oh man, we had so much trouble with it. It was so much fun just to
Yeah.
walk down memory lane for a bit."
Oh, I know. I wish I could just like. I wish I still had it, and
Yeah.
I have no idea where my plug and play went. But I'm thinking. So people were recording it and uploading it to YouTube, like I said, and I kind of find it hard to believe that they were recording it off of the legit plug and play.
Okay.
So I went home that night after we were talking about it and looked up to see if there's a way you can get it on PC, like through like an emulator, and there absolutely is. I don't know how to do it. I'm kind of bad with that stuff.
Sure.
I'm sure there's like YouTube videos and stuff you can kind of go through, kind of walk you through.
Yeah, I bet there is.
But I'm kind of tempted to do that, and you know, I feel like we'd be able to both get it on our computers, because it's not a graphic intensive game by any means, and
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, emulators don't take it doesn't take up that much space. I mean, the worst part is you just kind of go through quite a few different steps to get to the actual gameplay.
Hmm.
But it seems like it's very possible.
Yeah, it does. Man, that's wild. I remember we used to get Spider-Man comics mailed to us. Like we had them. Like our grandparents knew we were kind of into that because of the plug and play, and so they were like, "All right, well, we can like pay for some like Spider-Man comics to get shipped to your house." And my God, those things were
Well,
amazing.
look
I
what
remember
the
one of
cat
them was
dragged in.
it was Spider-Man and Sandman facing off, but
Yep.
Sandman had come to Peter's high school, and so he had to like quickly dash away, like get into the suit and everything, and then he beat him.
And
He
you
beat
came all
Sandman
this
using a vacuum.
way. What a
Oh my
waste.
gosh.
I was like, that works so well.
Yeah, that's freaking awesome. Yeah. I'm sorry. What did you say? This was on the plug and play?
No, so it was because of the plug and play that our grandparents knew to like send these comics to us.
Oh, you're right. It's the end.
Yeah, and so they were just like they did that for a while. I don't remember when they stopped, but I just remember like looking back on it, being like, I kind of wish they hadn't done that. Like I wish we had been a little more like um I don't even know the word. I guess more like invested in the comics and everything, and like kept an eye on it and all that. It would have been great to keep into.
Right. Yeah. See, I kind of wish I got into the comics. I never really read them too much.
Really?
If you got the
Yeah,
dukes,
I've never
I'll
been
make
a
the
big
time.
reader, so like going through like comics and stuff like that, I never really got into it because I never wanted to read.
Yeah. That's fair. Yeah.
Um,
It always struck me as weird how much reading there was in comic books because like you
Yeah.
got to read all the dialogue bubbles and all this other stuff. But
right.
I don't know. What's the pictures? Yeah. Well, it's like it's interesting because like most of the Marvel movies or like superhero movies are taking more and more inspiration directly from comics to kind of like give a payoff for some of those hardcore fans. Oh, I just watched that. It's a hell of a shot.
No, thank you. I just gotta barrel stuff them. Just
Oh, absolutely. Um, but it's like sometimes I get lost in those comics references because like I never read comics up to a certain date or like a certain issue or even like certain heroes I never read up to. So I was like, I am entirely lost on what is happening here, but I'm just here for the fun.
right. Yeah, no, I'm like I appreciate that like um when movies like 'cause I remember people getting upset that like stuff not being comic book accurate and like
Yeah.
while younger I didn't really care. I just was like, oh my gosh, Spider-Man, this is so cool. Um, I kind of like now, even though I never really was into the comic books that whole much. I understand their significance and the fact that it the comics really like paved the image of what people see Spider-Man as. Because
Yeah.
a lot of them are older than movies.
Hmm.
So whenever people are super excited that it's like comic book accurate, it makes me happy.
Yeah. I'm just like, look at that. People know. It's good to see.
Level up.
Like kind of paying homage to certain things. I also love. This is going to tie into someone just yelled. This is going to tie into Stranger Things again. I love how much like older music has just like fallen on new ears. Like so many people after watching Stranger Things are like, "Oh, what's this band? Metallica." I'm like, "It's Metallica. Listen to all of it."
Metallica.
Or like Black Sabbath or Fleetwood Mac or even Kate Bush. Like, there's so many things that these people are hearing for the first time. I'm just like, no,
Yeah.
no, no, hear all of it.
I
Just
know.
pick
Yeah.
an artist that you like and just go. And
Yep.
it's so much. Oh, it's so good to see.
Yeah, like that's usually what I'll do when I listen to music now is if somebody recommends a song for me or like I'll hear a song somewhere like on a show like the music like I really like the like 80s like I don't really know that many but like at least by like name
Hmm.
80s music is freaking awesome and hearing it in
Oh, it's
Stranger Things is
great.
really cool. Um like it's fun. I'll like find a song that I like and I'll go and try and this was just too much
He
to drink
fell.
there.
Sir, you've had way too much to drink. You were stumbling out of the door.
Like he literally fell just as soon as the door got pushed open. Um, but um, I would try and like find a song, and if I like the song, then I would like go and like look up this guy's like the artist on like Apple Music and just listen to all the other stuff he got.
Yeah,
That's
it's fun
really
just
fun
going through
stuff.
like just going through like a whole like playlist or artist's like discography and just listening to everything. It's really fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because like that's how I kind of have like exposed myself to more music over the year.
Oh no!
I'm like kind of low on ammo.
Oh yeah, you are. You might want to play that. Yeah, I found a pipe revolver so I can take him out.
Sweet.
Oh god, we got more incoming. Close it up. Where'd you go?
Oh, I'm just over
All right. Goodness me.
here. What we got?
Um.
But yeah, no, just that I love. I really like Stranger Things music a lot. Of course, there's classic part
Hmm. I'm hearing that all over the place now.
Oh my gosh, I know. TikTok especially.
Oh man, like Katie, Andrew, and I went out for like we didn't really mean to, but we just had like a full on like a day out with the three of us,
Yeah.
and we ended up at an ice cream shop pretty close by, and the radio just started up, and like Andrew and Katie were talking about something I was listening to, and I was like, "Oh yeah, it's Kate Bush, yeah, there
Yeah.
she goes."
Yeah.
There she goes running up that hill again.
Yeah. Yeah, Kate Bush is like, she's pretty good.
She is, yeah.
Sounds very good. And oh, what the? Spin.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, I'm also getting hungry and thirsty
We're not in good shape.
because we have not been able to find. At least I haven't been able to find that good of loot.
No, I found. Okay, this is actually going to be pretty important here. So this will come in handy later on. This is a wrench. You can use those to dismantle cars.
Ooh, okay.
That will give you gasoline, iron, and some parts. So like headlights or engines or batteries.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my.
Perfecto. Now it's in my inventory. Where is it? There it is. Okay. I was like, I'm doing that thing again where it's in there. I know.
It's there. I know it. Just where to go.
Find it.
Ah!
I am encumbered.
Oh, I am too. I'm heavily encumbered. It's worth it. It's all such good stuff.
That's what makes us slower, right?
Yes.
Oh well.
All right. Across this bridge, there's a neighborhood that I think we can get a house, just clear a house and then hold up for the night. And I think that would actually be a good spot to end on.
Yeah. Looks like we're coming up on our 2 hours.
Yeah, we're coming up on the 2 hours, and it's that's gonna be a hell of a video for an upload.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I kind of like how in Stranger Things that they used actual, like, since it's set in the 80s, I like that they have music from the 80s that's actual real stuff. When I heard Running Up That Hill,
Mhm.
I didn't know if it had just been made for Stranger Things or if it was a song that was already made. And
Yeah, that seems to be like the mindset of a lot of people. They were like, I had no idea this was like a real thing.
yeah, I think that just kind of adds a little bit more like a realism kind of thing to it, which makes it.
Oh yeah,
I think keeps you a little more involved.
it's a good level of authenticity that they're putting into it. Like they're taking the time and like I saw some like behind the scenes stuff. I don't know how true it is, but someone was saying like if like the Duffer Brothers who created the show aren't sure about something to put into it, they will talk to Winona Ryder because she was like she's got memories of being alive during that time, and so she can kind of like give you like music recommendations to use, and that's why like Kate Bush is in use, like where certain songs are, like what movies were coming out around that time, and they'll fact check themselves and with Winona's help, and then just like with the internet's help and everything like that. And so they really go to a heavy level of authenticity. I'm really all about it.
Yeah, yeah, me too. And that's just I think at least for me, it's always kind of like it's drawn me in more to shows and stuff. That's why I can't.
Oh, the whole door disappeared on my screen for like half a second, and then came right back. I was like, what the heck? I was like, we did it.
Pair of shoes.
Shoes, very nice.
Whoa!
Mr. falling out of the cabinet over here. Get down on the ground. Oh, goodness.
Tall. While we're here,
Oh, we got a sleeper in the bathroom. What are you doing, sir? What are you doing, little buddy? There you go. Good job. All right.
Oh, cold, isn't it?
Yes. Gold's very good. It's a very good fuel source. Or not fuel, but like fire fuel. Ooh, listen. Ow! Damn boodle. Get away from me. You an idiot.
I'm gonna make a bed.
Yeah, that's a good call. Ow. I'm hurting.
Where might I find it?
Whoa. Sprinting woman. A sprinting zombies running around. It's been so
No,
fun.
I'm gonna die.
No,
it wouldn't let me
no.
place the stupid bed.
Oh no, how far away are you?
I think I'm pretty far.
Oh no.
I did. Let's see. Spawn on my. I'm back where the wolf was.
Oh no.
So far away. Okay, I can make it.
I was about to say, you got a few in-game hours to run. You can make it.
Oh, you're right. It is almost nighttime.
What? I think you can still make it in time. I think you can do it.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Oh man, I'm all over here by myself. I'm scared.
Oh, I can make it back. I think I can make it back in 10 minutes.
I think so. I mean, you're not encumbered, so.
True, you're right.
Oh, remember, you got till 22, so you got a few hours.
Okay.
Well, I think at least the first level of this house is clear.
Is this already the neighborhood? No way.
No, are you already here?
I'm in a neighborhood. It looks like, but
Oh, it's not the same one. I looked at your arrow. You are 200 meters out.
oh, okay. Yeah, that seems a little bit far.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Excuse me, zombies.
Certainly more than a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah, right. Okay, we're good. Let's see here. But I think I would like to try and find a new show once we finish up Stranger Things. I have been watching the Spectacular Spider-Man show.
You are here already. What the heck?
Yeah, actually, maybe I was a little closer than
Hey,
I
wait,
thought.
turn around. There's a garage door open right here. Come here. Check this out. I didn't know this was a thing. I think Casey tried to tell me a year or so ago. See that green button on the wall?
Oh, yeah. Oh, nice.
I had no idea that could be a thing.
That's actually so cool.
They have garage door openers. This is so cool.
I didn't know we had power in here.
Neither.
Take a go back, please.
I already knew it, but this game is amazing.
I know I can't freaking wait to just like get it.
You're falling down the rabbit hole now, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Welcome. Stay down on the ground. Stay down on the ground, you running. That's not the dialogue, but does anyone remember that moment from It's a Wonderful Life?
She said that. Oh, now.
Ow! Zombies, freaking idiot. Punching me in the face, bastard.
Let's see. I would also like to get into Haunted Hill House.
You and Katie were talking about that, right?
Yeah, I watched one episode by myself a long time ago. I got a little spooked, and I was like, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that anymore.
The spooking has happened. I don't need the spook.
Oh, do you want any worn boots?
You know what? Sure.
I'm down here in the basement.
Okay, I'm worried because I think I hear dogs.
I think I did too.
Uh-oh.
I absolutely hear a dog.
Oh, God.
And he sounds like he may be trying
What did
to
I
get
just
in.
do with that?
Oh, he's in!
Oh, God. I'm coming. I don't even know.
I'm in the basement.
Is he still alive? The dog?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
He's just a normal dog.
Where is it?
He's up here.
Oh, no. I gotta say, I'm all out of ammo for. Oh, do you have 9mm?
Oh, I do. Here.
Okay.
Hop down here for a second. I'll talk. I also have my shotgun.
Oh, okay, good. We're ready.
There you go.
Alright, I'm gonna load up. We can take the dogs.
Normally I hate killing dogs.
Yeah, I do too. Zombie dogs. I gotta remind myself. These are zombie dogs. If the zombie dog is beating down this garage door, I might have to fight it because I just found out. Oh, well done.
I think there's more.
It sounds that way. They sound upset.
You don't happen to have shotgun ammo, do you?
I do not.
Damn, it's okay. The zombie's like glitched or something. Oh. What the?
Why am I stuck?
That was the freakiest thing I've ever seen.
What's happened?
Oh, I just got shotgun ammo.
Hey!
Stone spear. I got steroids and sham. Or sorry,
Spear.
yeah, can of sham.
It's
I
a
just
play
got
on the
a
fact that
bunch
they
of
can't call it spam. Ooh, some stuff in here.
And I think I'm gonna put it there.
Oh, hey, I found the other zombie. She's beating on the wall. Oh, there's another one. Stay down on the ground. Oh, shit.
Let's see, I guess I should throw some
Biker.
Is
He's a biking zombie.
Oh, is he
Sorry.
really?
He just got some biker tats on. Ooh, oh, 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 ooh, I might die. I might die. I don't have fiber grass. There are grass fibers. I can't make a bed.
Stay down on the ground.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, like that.
Okay, here. I've got some painkillers there you can take to get your health back.
Oh, thank you.
There you go. Oh. This is getting my adrenaline up.
Alright. Is there a way?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Oh no.
There's supply crates right here. And a whole bunch of stuff. Holy.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I say we open all this and then we call it a podcast.
Let's do it. Yeah, here, you can take this stuff here. It's all 9 mil.
Ooh, okay, yes. Oh, gunpowder and a foregrip. Ooh, baby. Happy days. Oh, I have shotgun ammo too.
Oh, sweet. What we got in here?
Break open this crate here.
A padded chest armor and bandage.
Hey, go for it.
More bandage. Here. I'll take the other bandage. You want to take this first aid kit in here?
Ooh, my inventory is very full.
I know mine's getting
But
there.
let's see. What can I?
What is this? This like this box. Hold on. It's a
I don't know.
land claim block.
Oh, so that basically if you put that down, no players can like damage anything within a certain radius.
Oh, I get you.
So it's kind of useful, but also if you weren't going to use it, it wouldn't be that big a deal.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
There's 6 shotgun shells, by the way. They're on the ground there for you.
Thank you. Cool. All right. Well, I think this is a pretty safe spot.
Yeah, this is a solid spot for now. We can kind of reinforce this up for a little bit before we establish a base of our own. But
Works for me.
yeah, I think this is